Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for coming.
All right, we are back. We have a very special guest. By the way, Mark Fitz.
Welcome.
Hello, America.
Hello, America.
I thought we said that.
Yeah, listen.
That's Josh. We stole it from Josh. It's trademarked, unfortunately. We have to pay him a little bit every time we do it. So we got Mark Fitz here, brother of Matt Fitz Morris. Everybody's been waiting for this moment. People have been messaging the page consistently. Yeah, unbelievable. So we'll get to all that. Maybe get a little background on all that stuff. Just a little recap. We went to obviously we recorded on Good Friday.
Yeah.
Because we were limited in time because of Easter holiday. And we went to the Shea Wilcox fight. So we had 2 tickets. So let me just recap the night. I drove Fitzy. And Brookline High School is, as Danny would say, you need a passport to get over there.
Fucking brutal.
It takes a long time. It was, first of all, Shea just fucking waxed. I mean, everybody who follows this, watch the thing.
Right.
Love it. He did great. He's such a good kid. Their whole family's amazing. Fucking, you ever feel more like you got a 10-foot dick than when you're walking in there and like Dennis Wilcox, like, what's up? I'm like, let's fucking go. Some celebrities in the house. Bean Shooter was in there.
Yeah.
Sean Bryan Sr. was in there.
Yep.
Just holding court. And Shea obviously came out victorious. Just absolutely, this kid wanted nothing to do. He did not want to be there. He looked like me at like my daughter's when they like announced like the honor roll kids. Like I'm like, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like
It happened in real time. It happened so fast that I was like, did he just take a dive? I thought the kid like took a dive. Shea hit him with a body shot.
that body shot
that
murdered
fucking
him.
buckled him.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then Shea went in for the head,
Yeah.
and the kid was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm
dude.
all set,
I'm
yeah.
good." It was like a glancing blow to the head, but
Yeah.
the body shot wrecked
That's
that
what
kid.
crippled him.
Yeah. So we got over there. Me and Fitzy got over there first, and we went to what's the name of the bar that we went to? I forget. It was whatever. It was a bar over there that all the Wilcoxes were going to, and saw Jake and saw Julie. Obviously, bought her a drink. Her nerves were running high. It was funny because I said to her, so like the day before the pictures came out, right? It was like Shea standing next to the kid he's fighting. This kid's diced up, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, this kid's kind of diced. And I said it to Maggie. She goes, what did you expect? You don't look like you? You know what I mean? like he's a fucking professional boxer. Like, he's not going to look like you.
That's rude, Max.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, like hot as fuck, you know what I mean? Like, hottest guy you've ever seen. Like, makes you want to cum your
But
pants to see him.
then he came down to the ring, and he was wearing one shorts in the ring, and I was like, this kid's got no shot.
All right, so correct me if I'm
She's
wrong.
got
because-
legit trunks with Wilcox on the front and
yeah.
fucking like tassels and
Right.
shit. And I was like, you can tell from this dude's shorts that he's gonna get smoked.
Dude, so Danny, you know the fight game way better than I do. I was actually talking to my buddy O'Malley, who was in town yesterday about it. So they basically kind of set you up for a little bit of success early on, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Every single professional fighter does it.
Yeah. Except apparently the kid that Shea fought, he's 0-7.
Right.
Mark, you can vape on screen. We don't mind that. I think I'm gonna start because my father doesn't watch YouTube, so who gives a fuck? Yeah, I mean, I thought he looked so much faster than this kid. Just hits so hard.
Yep.
Like he's just and then there was some great. I cut a reel where it was him talking about his knockout power, and then him just dominating this kid. And then some kid was in there like, what was his name? Like, fuck. Some dude was in the comments like,
just a typical
he's like,
hater.
he's like, oh, dude, kid sucks or whatever. And Shea got a cupcake, and then Jake was in the comments like, don't respond to this kid, guys. And I'm like, yeah, but you are responding to him, like, which is the irony of it. So whatever, we had a great night. It was fucking awesome. I wanted to go out afterwards, but like I was hosting Easter the next day, and I did the smart thing. I drove Fitzy home, came back here, went downstairs, watched TV, may have jerked off, and then went to bed. Not to Shea in the fight, but more to something else. But they did, dude, I'm so proud of the kid. He's fucking awesome. I love seeing him succeed.
Yeah,
It was fucking great.
It was a blast. In the fight afterwards, You guys didn't stay for that fight, right?
No.
No,
Yeah.
it was good.
So I will say this: the entire fight card, maybe not the best fights.
Yeah.
No, so the first 3 fights were a
dog
combined
shit.
18 seconds.
Yeah, they were dog shit.
But I wasn't terribly mad at that. You know what I
Because you
mean?
just wanted to get the Shays fight.
I wanted to get the Shays fight, and I
I said
wanted
to
to
Vince, I'm
bounce.
like, we're gonna be home in time for
But
NCIS.
hey, the fourth fight was great.
Yeah.
The Haitian kid versus the
Yeah.
Mexican kid.
Yeah, that was a great
Dude,
fight.
they were two dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Went the distance. Both of them were really good.
gassed at
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
end.
it was. I like that. That was a good fight.
The last fight was good too. The kid, Troy something. He's a tin knocker, and he had local 17 on his trunks. Dude, fucking, it was a really good fight. And I'm glad I stayed to watch it.
He won.
He ended up winning. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking awesome night. Obviously, like we said, like we sponsored Shay. I texted Shay after the day after. I was just like, hey, happy Easter. I was like, short of remortgaging the house, we're in for a sponsorship for every fight. So I just want to let you know that. You know, this is we're in a losing. We're probably not going to financially recover from it, but never. But like, it was great. So that was Easter, right?
Yep.
And we had food from Durham. Just want to mention that, which was excellent. My mother, quote unquote, you couldn't make your own food for the money that it cost to get the catering from them. It was fucking phenomenal. Everybody loved it. Tommy said it was the best chicken palm he's ever had. I moved my daughter out of college on Monday and Tuesday down in South Carolina. We got 3 new coasters. I don't know if you want to flash one of those to the screen, Fitz. Those cost $2,000. Not really, but like the whole weekend, that was the only thing I got out of it. Buying beds for next year, getting into a storage space. Listen, life is not cheap. I mean, a season on the brink would be a great terminology for my financial situation. I feel like after the South Carolina experience. That said, we had a great time. I'll tell you what is cheap down there. We took her out to dinner the first night we were there, and then we took her and her roommate, great girl, out to dinner the next night. It was like, dude, I had 2 beers. Maggie didn't drink. We had like fucking like full meal, like good food, like at a nice sit down place. It was like $86. You know what I mean? Like up here, like you go to fucking 110
bills.
Grill,
Yeah.
dude. You're fucked. You know what I mean?
Her roommate's a little person though, right? So half off. For
That's
all
true.
dinners.
Yeah, half off all dinners.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. We didn't see eye to eye.
She
Yeah,
had a short fuse.
just get short fuse. Yeah,
They never get old.
they don't get old. Yeah,
It's all
little
gold.
people.
It's all gold.
Little people get fucked over. Little people get fucked over. Remind me of a little person thing.
Just get stepped on left and right.
For
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah, for Patreon. That's what I jerked off to after the fight. I'm just kidding. We got real quick. We got the tournament coming up, May 23rd. We have an extra group.
Yep.
All right, it's
There
out
it
there.
is.
We have an extra group.
There it is.
Did I stash a group? Yes. And did somebody else not know what they were doing when they booked it? Yes. We're gonna have some spots, and there might even be an extra spot if you're in the Patreon or whatever, and you want to play solo. Like my buddy Nazi, who's been a day one Patreon guy, by the way. And he's a really good golfer. He's like, if there's room in a group, so I know the guy that we were talking about before, who's a Beefs guy. Well, it's Matt West. He's like, we don't know if we have other guys. Nazi's the best, so maybe I'll hook him up with them if he doesn't fill those.
That'll be
spots.
good for them too.
That'll be good for them because he's good.
He's good. Yeah.
So that was that. Got back on Wednesday. I fucking hate traveling. I just want to say that I don't like being on planes. I don't like being anywhere. I will say that on the way home, the flight home, there was this older gentleman, probably late 60s, wearing like, I don't know, like fucking some type of like polo shirt. And I could see what he was watching on his laptop, which was a young female teen movie. And I thought, like, we should just get the Netflix people in here now to, like, start building out, like, the fucking serial killer fucking place. Because I just watched, Fitzy, I just watched the one you recommended to me.
Which one was that?
Gone Girls.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a great one.
3 episodes.
Yep. Real
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
quick. Yeah.
So anyways.
I remember hearing about that story. I said this on the last
This
one.
was the
I-
Gilgo Beach murders
Yep,
in Long
yep.
Island.
If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's fucking great show.
So, all right. So, what we're going to get to in a little bit is we're going to do a draft. I think this is the best draft ever fucking created.
For sure.
Go.
Mark Fitz came up with the idea.
Not technically, but yep.
Not technically, but like, yeah, well, we'll just go with it.
we're taking
Take
credit.
Yeah. And it is basically most impactful or saddest movie deaths?
Fictional.
Or fictional. So it could be a book.
TV.
Book.
TV,
Books, movies,
exactly.
whatever.
Miniseries, whatever. Yeah. I think it's fucking awesome. It has spurred way more conversation with the people in my family than we've had together in a while. So it was good. It was a good breakfast this morning. By the way, I went to breakfast this morning. I'm not a big breakfast guy. You're not a big breakfast guy.
No.
Discuss this. Fitzy's the biggest. Matt
Love it.
Fitz is the biggest. Are you too?
I love breakfast.
Is your favorite?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. I usually don't like to eat in the morning. Now, I'm just going to be full disclosure. Like, this is like when you stand up and you're like, I'm an alcoholic. Like, I have been bad on my diet the last week. It was school vacation week.
Same.
I was down in South Carolina. I was moving shit out. I didn't get my steps in. Nothing went the way we wanted it to go, right? That said, we rebuild tomorrow. I'll just say that. So I went to Blue Moon. You been there? You guys been there?
Nope.
Blue Moon in Wakefield. It's good. Good spot. Free ad. They have a lot of gluten-free options, so my daughter can eat there. And I got a Irish breakfast omelet,
Yeah.
corned beef hash, little cheese,
Yeah.
some potatoes. I mean, dude, I just came home. I just fell directly asleep. I was
Great.
just like, how?
It's a great feeling.
I'd say breakfast did its job then.
You
You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, it was fucking unbelievable. It was really fucking good. So you both thought, I didn't know you're also a breakfast maniac.
So I love breakfast foods. I don't eat breakfast.
At breakfast time.
Yeah, at breakfast time.
Okay, I got you.
You'll eat an omelet at 5 p.m.
Dude,
yeah,
I
I
love-
can do breakfast for dinner.
I love
5
breakfast
nights a
for
week.
dinner.
I
I love
love over easy eggs, runny,
Yeah.
whatever, sausage, egg, and cheese, whatever. But not for breakfast. I can't. I'm not a wake up and eat. I don't eat till 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Probably my first meal.
But you do breakfast sometimes in the morning. And what's your? So I'm historically a McDonald's breakfast guy. What's your go-to?
No, so I'm not saying Burger King is better than McDonald's. I'm saying Burger King hit the spot one summer. It was on a certain route north that I could get a quick hangover meal. Going
Fucking
up,
trash.
going up.
This is like a guy saying like
trash
I was.
summable palate.
This is like a guy
No.
being like I did go through a 6-month period of jerking off with guys. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
like,
but
it was
so
just a moment in
Have
time.
you ever had a meal, right?
Yeah.
That you were like, oh, this is the best, like, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Was it really a good meal, or it just hit the spot in that moment that it was so good?
I mean, if you remember it, that's a beautiful thing.
So that's what I mean. It doesn't matter if it was Burger King, McDonald's. I had a great meal that day because I needed a greasy, fucking, breakfast sandwich, and it did its job.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about because last night I played a Twisted Fate. I'm like, I'm getting Chinese food on the way home. I mean, we're just going all in. Like, this is like when you're at your lowest. You're like, give me the uppers, the downers, everything you got in the bag. Like, I'm unloading the chamber here tonight. You know what I mean? IPAs, fucking Chinese food. Crushed. Fucking, got. So this is my thing about Chinese food, and I want to talk about this for a minute. It's the only food they sell in bulk. Like, so like, it's like if you think about Chinese food, you just think like Costco. You know what I mean? Like, like you're like, how am I gonna do with all this toothpaste? This is gonna take me 2 years to get through it. So it's like, Chinese food is like one of those things. So I got a bunch of I called Mags. I'm like, hey, I'm getting Chinese food on the way home. We haven't had it in 6 months. And that's usually probably twice a year we get Chinese food. Tommy hates it because he's an idiot. And I'm like, I'm getting it, whatever. I ate like a bowl of it, like not a lot of it. It was like totally done, satisfied. Went inside the house. I brought it out here. Went inside the house, went to bed at 10:30. Woke up at 4 a.m. Like mouth tasted like a cat shit in it. Like I was like, and then you wake up in the morning and you look at it like at your counter and you're like, I gotta get rid of all this shame now. Like I can't. I'm not like there's two types of men in this world. There's men who eat day old Chinese food. Danny, you're one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a man who
the
needs,
fridge.
I need to like, it's like asking a hooker to leave. Like I need you to leave. I need to get my life back on track. You know what I mean? But I will say this, in the moment, I don't think anything hits like Chinese food.
It's the fucking best.
It's so fucking good in the moment. So good in the moment.
It really is. But I feel like to your point, talking about Costco and BJ's, whatever, I feel like the owners of these stores have gotten so used to the profits on New Year's Eve where you can only order larges.
Yeah.
with inflation, they're like, who the fuck's gonna know? These fucking round eyes aren't gonna know.
Round eyes.
Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking know. You know what I mean?
Terrible.
They're like these.
That's against us.
Yeah, I can say that because it's against us.
Oh, it's great.
Right.
These guys aren't gonna know that we're only charging them for lodges, and they're only getting lodges, and then half the food gets thrown in the trash anyways.
That's fucking great.
We gotta. I'm not even gonna tease it. We're in discussions with Bad Brain for a pretty epic skit. I'm just gonna say that. By the way, that reel went pretty good of you doing the Asian
the Asian-
accent.
yeah, I saw.
People like, dude, that was like a fucking. I grew up in like where I was like, that is the exact. It's not a Chinese accent. It's a Vietnamese.
Finger.
It was fucking awesome. I was dying. dying.
It's like more Cambodian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vietnamese.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Yeah. And I gotta say that I was so we did a skit before, where the IPA skit. So I was dressed, I tried to dress like a dickhead, right? Which is actually my clothes. So I guess I am a dickhead, right?
And you still had all that.
Yeah, I still had it all on. And then Al was like, I don't know what's funny, the Asian accent, how much of a fucking asshole Brendan looks like in this fucking outfit that he's got on with the fucking glasses hanging off his neck. All right, so real last quick, I know I'm monopolizing the microphone, but we went down to the, like I said, we got these coasters for the boys to put their drinks on. I went down there.
Should probably use that.
The only thing I wanted in the whole place was a $150 golf shirt.
Crazy.
And I'm not like, it's like Fitz. It's like you said, like,
It's more on principle.
it's not even the principle. It's that
For me, it's principle.
the place I'm gonna wear this to, it's never gonna go. I'm going into a war with this
Yeah.
outfit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're going into a drinking
18
hot
holes,
dogs,
18 beers.
18 holes, 18 beers.
Yeah.
Like this thing's not lasting more than 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before I blow something on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so a $1.50 just to drop
Relish,
a fucking
just-
hot dog on it.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. You know what I mean? Absolutely fucking no way. That said, by the way, we have a golf tournament this week.
Yeah, second.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the question is Bob C gonna be at full, be able to play?
Why?
He has those 2 slip discs or whatever,
I heard
herniated
a
discs.
rumor that
Oh, yeah.
he blew his back out
That's accurate.
trying to catch up to Panuzzo status. And, he got to go for a fucking cortisone shot or some shit so that he can swing a club again.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I'm just gonna
I believe
say-
in Bob C. So I mean,
I think he'll tough it out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
He's gonna rally.
I had Chick-fil-A yesterday, probably like $20 worth of Chick-fil-A, and
How
I didn't
was
hurt
it?
my back.
so you wrote in the text Chick-fil-A fucks.
I did that, so I asked you guys to
Oh,
keep
you're just trying to get Panuzzo revved up. Yeah.
because it's Sunday. They're not even open.
You're out praying.
Yeah, that was a complete troll
Yeah.
text.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
I
did you get?
I had 2 spicy chicken sandwiches and a 4-piece strip.
Nice. Was it good?
Excellent.
Always good.
It's always good.
My pleasure.
Chick-fil-A sauce is unbelievable. We got their spicy buffalo sauce. And if you mix that with the ranch, I guess you're supposed to mix it in with the strips and shake up the strips. It's very good.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Where'd you
Wow.
hear that on TikTok?
TikTok.
In the TikTok shop.
That was a little crazy.
I'm here for it though.
Oh baby.
By the way, this is just becoming the anti-Asian podcast of America. You know what I mean?
That was a little wild there. Fitz.
Every time Danny does an accent, I'm like, I could probably do that. And then I do it, and I'm like, why the fuck do I keep doing that?
I have the same problem that I know Al's mentioned. Like when I start doing I used to be able to do a good Irish accent, and then like it becomes like an Indian accent halfway through.
Yeah, just like mine last week.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm around somebody for a while, I can pick it up.
Yeah.
But when I go, like my our friends live in Hilton Head, the guy's South African. When I'm around him for a week, I can do the best South African like blood diamond accent you've ever heard. And then like once he's gone though, I lose it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so. So it was Easter was good. Did how the kids they enjoy it? A little egg hunt?
Yeah, egg hunt. We were real laid back. We went to my sister Darcy's and we just had a fucking plethora of different stuff: ham, meatballs. Jovan made chicken wings. He's the only person I know. I sent it to you guys on text. He's the only person on earth. I'm not really a huge curry taste guy.
Me neither.
He makes these fucking chicken wings. I had 100 of them. and that's like the main ingredient, like dry ingredient, and then you throw them on the grill. Fucking dynamite, dude.
Yeah, he's a great.
They look great.
They were bomb.
He makes great food. Is he playing in the golf tournament? Did we figure that out?
We did not because we wasn't sure if we had a spot in it or not.
Well, we have a spot. So
I will talk to him.
talk to him. I think we have 2 groups actually.
Okay.
I think we'll see. We'll figure it out. Running a golf tournament blows. By the way, I just want to put that out in the world. It's just not like you're doing your regular job, and then somebody's texting you like, "How do I pay for this?" And are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to do my real job right now. But then I write back, of course, and like next thing you know, I'm just looking at like Yahoo Sports or something like that.
By the way, I had to go to my cousin Bridget's to go do some plumbing work over there, and she wanted me to tell you guys that she is in to volunteer again for the Palm
Nice.
Court.
Okay, but
That's
she
awesome.
said, which is a great point. She's like, I need help.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Tess should be able to do it. My daughter.
Yeah.
We'll pay her. And give her a little bit of something. By the way, she needs a job. My daughter. I just want to put this out there. Al is working on something potentially like for a restaurant. She needs a job at a serving thing. Al's like, does she have any experience? Like, nobody has experience when they start anything.
Right.
Okay. Did I sponsor Reveal Little League specifically so that I can fucking pressure Al into getting her a job? Maybe. Am I a man who often does things with ulterior motives? I absolutely am, right? But if you got a little serving job or something like that, or you need a hostess, like she's a fucking Dean's List student at the University of South Carolina. She's not a piece of shit like her dad, okay? Like she will fucking actually do what she's supposed to do. That's a fact, all right? So anyways, yeah, so Easter was good though? It was great?
Yeah.
How did you kids make? Do you give your kids gifts on Easter?
Oh.
No,
There'd be like one small gift on
something-
Easter for my
something
parents.
small. It's an Easter basket with candy, and then something really small,
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
Okay.
Same.
Me and Mark, by chance, ended up at the same place on Easter.
Yeah, we share the same mother.
Mom's house.
We went there, had some Durham.
Yeah, we had the eggplant rollatini from Durham.
Nice.
We had pizza Gaina from Durham, and we had
Cadbury
the
cheesecake,
Cadbury cheesecake from Durham.
which was unbelievable.
Fire.
all
It
of
was
it was
fucking unreal.
All of it was great.
Yeah.
Dude, their
Yeah.
rollatini's fucking.
It's
Yeah.
dude, everything's
Really
great
good.
there. Yeah.
Everything is really good that I've had.
Can I ask a question? So now, like before we get into the draft and everything, as the fact that there's an oft-told story that Matt Fitzmaurice has been maced twice in his life, and one was at the hands of you.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact.
So he was trying to throw a beat down on you and one of your buddies.
Yeah, me and one of my buddies, the kid I was with, Vagina, he wasn't doing anything.
No fighting that dog.
Zero. He cried before my brother even came in the room. And whole family opposed to work as I had 7 things: mace, pepper spray, beer, dog spray, like hidden in every corner of the bed, whatever. No idea why, but yeah, he came in flipping out about something. His overhand right is pretty powerful. He's a big boy.
I can imagine.
And I fucking crushed him with it. And my mother heard, and I had to leave the house because once you call the ambulance, and say pepper spray, I think you're guaranteed to get arrested. So she told me don't come home for a few days. He had to go down the sink, dump milk on his face, and yeah, I forget when I saw him again after that.
I'll
But
tell you what,
That's awesome.
I was
the
nervous.
age-old story of family love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good one.
We're over it.
Yeah.
Hey, you live and you learn, as John
grow,
would
you
say. You
grow,
know what I mean?
Water under the bridge.
Water
Yeah.
under the bridge.
You
It would have
grow.
been great, Fitz, if you just pulled out some mace right now and just maced him.
That would have been a great skit.
We should do a skit where
Talk
I
about
make-
viral. Now, that's a great
Great
idea.
skit.
That's a great
That time
idea.
18 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do this draft, right?
Can't wait.
I think it's a great draft.
Fired up.
I'm fucking fired up. All right, so oh, by the way, just as Danny did to Will Noonan. Oh, Will Noonan, I got a little something for him. Just as Danny did to Will Noonan, put him on the spot immediately, live on tape, being like, "Can I get a spot at Capo this week?" I covered the spot and made him do it, which is a smart move, right? I like to put you on the spot. What do you think of me, Danny, and Matt coming up one night during the summer? Might be a day during the week.
No questions asked.
And we'll do the podcast with you from your place.
Absolutely.
I think that's a great on set. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No questions asked.
Awesome. I fucking
Yeah.
love it. Look at that. I got a
Yeah.
vacation out of this episode.
Just a heads up, I didn't approve this. So if you don't want to do
No,
it, let
I'm
me
in.
know later.
I'm in.
No, yeah.
I'll be honest. I was already, me and the wife were going back and forth. Last year was a busy year.
Oh, yeah. You're just getting it set up. Yeah.
For a season.
Oh, just for a reference, yeah, you have a place up in New Hampshire.
Yeah,
You get it
just
set
got
up.
it.
Yeah.
Super exciting. Lifelong dream. Obviously, Matt talks about it often. Yeah. So, but we were mentioning this year we're gonna try to cut back, and who do you want? There's a
Sure,
certain-
yeah,
and
yeah.
I literally said like it'd be great to have like the podcast, Bob's,
Yeah.
even Josh. I've
Yeah.
met him a handful of times, but I know he's close.
Hey, you might
by,
want to
you know.
rethink that one. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
whatever's convenient, we'll go up. We'll bang in sick the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
My
the
boss is a
golf
hot
course
ass,
up
but-
there. We can make a
We'll make
plan
some
something for
content.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right. So, anyways, Will Noonan texted me on Friday. I went over to Nate's to watch the draft. This is hilarious. Just to tell us real quick. My brother-in-law Scott, Nate's brother-in-law Scotty. They live down the street. He's done a bunch of stuff for us. He has a pizza oven that is fucking
that was
legit.
sick.
It's from like Italy. They're not like loaded people, but like it was like the one thing his wife's like, I got to get you one of these. You know what I mean? So they have it and he'll have a party and the kid makes the best pizzas I've ever seen, right? He makes everything from scratch, the dough, everything, right? His dad was in town. His dad is from, they were from New York, but his dad, West Mass, but his dad now lives in North Carolina. Gary Hewitt. Great guy. Scott's going to hear this. And I haven't told Scott this, so I hope he laughs when I say it. We're driving home from the party. And I go catching up with Gary. I'm like, fucking man, love the guy. Maggie's like, who'd you say? Like, we've known this guy for 15 years, right? I'm like, Gary Hewitt. And she's like, that's not his name. His name's Guy Hewitt.
Shut the fuck up.
And Tommy just fucking, I thought his glasses were going to fly off his head. He's like, what do you call him? She's like, Guy Hewitt. You thought his name was Guy Hewitt? I'm like, you've been calling him the wrong name to his face for like 15 years. Like that's unbelievable.
Wow.
He must be like, she's got the most intense Boston accent that there's no R
There's
in
no
it.
R.
Like, Guy Hewitt, you know?
The only saving grace, I think, would maybe she was just like, hey, what's up, guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's one name where you
Yeah.
can be, it's like a,
Yeah. No, you're right. That is the one you can get away with.
So he's probably like, yeah, you should just like calling people
She calls
Guy.
everybody Guy.
A fun fact about Gary, the name Gary in the United Kingdom. No new baby has been named Gary since 1992. So eventually, there's going to be no Garys in the United Kingdom. How
Why
fucking
is that?
crazy!
Why
is
do you
that?
know that?
I know a lot of shit.
Was
Danny.
that a
I know.
Snapple fact? Like, what happened?
Yeah, that's a weird.
I
fact.
heard it on TikTok.
This show's great. So, all right. So back to where we're going. So that night I
Our
went.
3 Asian listeners were like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Fuck.
Why do we keep catching track from everyone on this show?
So we went back to. So I went to Nate's that night to watch the draft, and I didn't want to go. I was like fucking tired. Maggie's like, "You said you were gonna go," and I'm like, "It was just me and Nate." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? He says that shit all the time. And he never shows up." But I went over though. And Will Noonan texted me. He's like, "Dude, I was on Kiss 108 this morning," and he's like, "And not enough people listen to this. I think that will be a big deal. I say this, but he's like." Billy was definitely trying to give me the hook, like when I started going in on the Karen Reed shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I didn't release. So I was like, is it okay if I clip the part?
Yeah.
It's like 2.5 minutes. He's like, yeah. So here you go. Throw the cans on. As my good friend Justin would say, formerly of Bad Brain. You guys can hear?
Yeah.
No,
You can't hear now?
I can't.
Yeah, I've already heard it. Take these. I've already heard this.
This is a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit. It's a bit that I can't find headphones that work. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
I see a lot of. I've actually met tourists there from like the north, the Midwest and stuff. They're like, "Yeah, we're on the Karen Reed tour." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, but I do. I watched the trial. Everyone wants to talk about it. As a comedian, people ask me all the time. They're like, "What do you think? Do you think she's guilty or do you think she's innocent?" And I go, "Well, that's kind of my favorite thing about it because." She doesn't know she's guilty.
Right.
She drank so much vodka that night.
God.
And we've all been there. We've all, had a few too many. And you try and kind of pretend the next day you didn't. And you're like, oh, man, remember when we went home right after the bar? And everyone's like, we didn't go home. We went back to your house. You showed us videos of you on vacation for 2 hours. And you're kind of like, oh, yeah. I totally remember that, right?
Okay. All
And
right.
she's the same way. She's like, you can tell when they're giving evidence sometimes. She's like, wow. I'm starting to think I did it. I'm starting to believe it. You know what I mean? Like, watch her face. I mean, who's had that much vodka and remembers any?
Okay.
Well, if you saw the doc, she did admit that she had like 7 vodkas in like 3 hours.
Oh,
That's
and
a lot.
now they're showing her like on ID, like they're showing the videos of her like talking to just the camera because she's like, honestly, I don't know. Did I go through the light? Did I not? I don't know. It's like you're having too much fun.
Okay. I think we're just going to move on to another topic at this point,
Yeah,
especially
I'm
since
gonna
you've
have-
got the event
I
tonight.
was gonna say I'm gonna have ladies in pink T-shirts in the parking lot, like waiting for me now. They'll be like, "Oh my God, it's Maura Healy is behind all of this." Maura Healy and Michelle Wu are living in Turtle Boy's basement. And they are making sure his carbon monoxide detectors don't work. Okay? You're not paying attention. If you're not listening, you're not paying attention.
Billy, let him go.
Okay, go ahead.
Let him cook.
He's
ahead.
cooking right now. Will is cooking.
We're live on stage. We'll go ahead.
They're all in my comments on Instagram every day. You're afraid of the truth. You're afraid of the truth. Well, no, not. So, you know.
I
Guess
wish
what
we could
side
go
I'm
to
on.
break right now.
No, we can't.
No,
Welcome
there's
back,
nothing
Will.
scheduled.
Yeah, it's gonna be back. You know.
Yeah, sure. Do you live in Milton?
Yeah, he goes on actually a little bit more. But I was just dying when he's like, you can just tell Billy's like,
Billy
I gotta
was trying
get.
to shut that
Yeah,
down.
and he's like, well, whatever. I'll let him tell him next time he comes on. Obviously, I'm sure he's glad to be on the channel. It was great that he was just like, I'm not stopping. I'm
was
just
awesome.
keeping this fucking
He kept
thing going.
going.
Turtle Boy's basement was absolute fucking dominance. All right, so we gotta do the random generator.
Yeah. Is it Mark starting, right?
I don't know.
He gets first pick because he's the guest.
Well, you fucking gonna mace me if I say no.
No, he will.
We'll do the random name wheel for follow up. So all right.
That's how we usually do it.
All
Guest
right.
goes
So while we
first,
do this,
and then
Mark goes first. Let's go this way. I'll go last with a double.
Sure.
Or do you want to go last with a double?
I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I'm winning, so
Yeah,
doesn't
Danny's gonna
matter.
win, so I don't.
I think it go that way. Just
All right, just
smooth snake
Sure.
around the bar.
Smooth steak. Okay. All right. By the way, I just want to say I'll do an ad real quick before we. Addie's just out there pounding the volleyball. So if you hear it, like this girl, she's breaking windows, pounding volleyballs. I purposely did not put my notes on my computer because I don't need anybody seeing this screen. It is, however, in the leather-bound notes book that I have my ledger. Okay, write down my enemies' names for American Benchcraft, which we have. I'm on the last belt loop. All right, we got to get over there soon. Maybe get some new belts because we've gotten skinnier since then. Danny's gotten bigger. That's a good thing. We'll talk about that later. AmericanBenchcraft.com. It's veteran owned, union shop. You can get, dude, you get everything made there. Like literally, I have the wallet that Buggy got made for my whole league with a Longhorn Lounge on it, my name. They're the best of the business. So you want belts. Father's Day is coming up. Corca code gets you 20% off, right? You got to get one of these belts. You're never going to need another belt unless you get skinny. You know what I mean? Like that's the bottom line. Stay fat. That's what I would tell you. Stay fat. Keep the same
stay
belt.
fat, be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Be happy. All right. So, and we'll get to the other ads later. So, most impactful movie deaths. I feel like I wrote down about 15. And I feel like this is 20 in total. It's a lot, right? I can't wait to see what the voting's like because I feel like we're all going to have good lists.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, you'll lead it off.
All right. I'm gonna go Mufasa.
Oh, you
I'm sure you've heard
it's a great one.
on the podcast before. Both, me and Matt, our father passed when I was 10 in 1994, probably a month after the movie came out. So just very impactful to me. I'm sure my brother as well. That'd probably be my first pick.
It's a great pick.
It is a great pick.
Great
It was one of my top.
Do you know what? I
Picks.
purposely, Maggie said it, Tommy said it, and I was like, I'm not even writing it down because I know the Fitzes are going to take it like right off the board.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I knew it was coming right off the board.
Yeah.
It's a great pick, though.
Yeah.
It's a perfect pick.
Honestly, if he didn't pick it, it probably would have been my first pick.
Yep. Great pick.
But now that it's gone, I'm going right to the wire.
I knew it.
Omar.
Ma Little. I knew it.
Omar
Fucking
Little.
loser.
So listen, Omar was probably the best character in the whole entire show, right? There's other very good characters.
It's not even really a question. He is the best character.
I think so too. I think Snoop was a great character. I think Chris
But like
Pablo
Snoop's
was
like late to
they're
it.
small-
It's
in,
like
in their smaller roles.
Yeah.
Omar was a pivotal character the whole entire
there's
series.
nothing more that blew my mind when you find out Omar's gay.
Yeah,
Right.
Wild.
Yeah.
First episode,
Wild.
though, right?
Wild.
Yeah, you find out early
No,
on.
I know, but but I was like, holy fuck.
What year was that? That's like,
Teens honoring.
late
Yeah.
90s.
yeah, that's not when,
Yeah, being gay
Oh,
was
no.
cool.
World
There was
the
no,
world,
there
you
was
know
no
what I mean?
rainbow flags
Yeah,
yet.
being gay wasn't cool back then, right?
It was mid 2000s, I think,
Wild
when the
take.
Wire started, or right around there, early 2000s.
That's how good those
mid-2000s.
writers were.
Yeah.
Dude, unbelievable. David Simon, fucking crazy. All those characters are ridiculous characters. Omar dying was so bad because of who killed him, too.
Yeah.
Who killed him?
The kid.
Kanad.
Kanad. Yeah.
Little piece of shit
Yeah.
who stole fucking the package from his buddy from Naaman Bryce.
Right.
Naaman was a pussy. No,
Yeah.
couldn't stand up for his father, Weebay.
Right.
He was a terrible little pussy, but
He never braided his hair. It's always going to get caught.
yep. They were like, even a white cop's gonna see you from down the
dude.
block.
Braid that
Ah.
shit.
Yeah.
Omar getting killed by Kanad was a fucking travesty. I hope Kanad's still rotting in jail. At this
All right, by
point
the way, I
right
just want this to be known. I'm writing down the results in the ledger from American Benchcraft.
now. Let's go.
So
Mark's got Mufasa and I got Omar Little.
Two picks that were definitely on my list. Two great picks. But I got to do it. I'm going to stick with the TV show, Opie Winston, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, it's a great one.
That guy went through hell for the club
So bad.
so bad. He didn't deserve to die.
Nope.
That was all Tig. Should have been Tig.
Yep.
And he was like, you know what? I've lost everything in my fucking life so far. I'm just going to go out there and get my head smashed in by a lead pipe.
And was Jax watching that whole time?
Jax
He
and
was locked in-
Chibs.
Yeah.
They were locked. They
That was
made him watch
It was
it.
terrible.
I'm winning this draft. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you right now. I'm fucking winning this draft. I tell you right now, whether I win or not, right? I said to Maggie, I'm like, because my father was like, oh, what about it's like fucking Sophie's Choice. I'm like, listen, I'm too old to already be on the podcast. I'm like, nobody knows these fucking movies. I'm like, I got to go somewhere in the fucking in the vicinity of what we do.
So you don't
I
like
have
Opie?
back. I think it's a great pick.
Yeah,
I
Opie's
think
a
it's
great pick.
It's a great
Opie's
pick.
a great
Yeah.
pick.
Do I think the next pick I have is way better? Yes.
Okay.
Goose in Top Gun. Goose in Top Gun.
Never seen it.
ejected. Don't say you've never seen Top Gun. That's a lie.
I've never seen all of Top Gun. I stopped watching Top Gun and I'm like, this is not good.
Dude, I'm
Fuck,
with
you
you.
want to be on a podcast full time? Let's
go.
All right. I mean, listen, if you haven't seen all Top Gun, I don't know what to tell you.
No, great pick.
Goose in Top Gun, they eject from the thing. He hits the fucking top of the F-14 and fucking dies. And he's like the fucking best guy in the world. There's still like 30 minutes left in that movie.
Yeah.
So it's like an early death that's like, holy fuck.
That's Val Kilmer?
Yeah, he's got a wife and a kid. No, it's fucking Anthony Edwards.
This
You're
is
such a
bit.
dick.
This
You
is
know
a
what?
bit.
I've never
This is a
seen it.
bit.
This is a bit. You know why this is a bit?
Yeah,
because
this
he
is a
knows.
bit.
Because he already knows I'm gonna exert dominance on this fucking podcast right now. All right, so I'm going Goose and Top Gun. Great balls of fire. Fucking unbelievable. All right, I'll go to TV. I got a couple in here that I feel like are so deep. Actually, where do I want to go now? I'm going John Wick's dog. John Wick's dog sets off the entire franchise for the entire thing, right? John Wick's dog doesn't die. There's no John Wick 1, 2, 3, 4, right? These guys come in, they kill his fucking dog.
I thought you
Which
said
is-
you were going TV.
I know, but then I decided what I did was I made a switch because I know how your brain's working right now. It's working on 20%. Mine's working on 110. Mine's working on 110.
The confidence is through the roof.
It's through the
I like
roof.
it.
Yeah.
John Wick's dog dies. He gets out of the fucking, the imaginary world of like high-end fucking assassinations. That dog basically is like a fucking puppy, gets killed by these fucking losers, and then everybody else gets killed for 4 movies. Like, it's the most pivotal death to set off a movie franchise of all time. Also, like, anybody you can, obviously I like to bust balls, but I wish my dog would die. Obviously I do not. Unless, it set off like a franchise movies thing for me, and then it would be worth it. But like, dude, that dog dies and like everything goes fucking off, and you can't, a dog death in a movie is almost not as intense, but close to a kid death, because it's like they got no way to defend themselves. You know what I mean? So I'm going Goose in Top Gun, and then I'm going John Wick's dog.
Did the dog have a name?
Brenda doesn't know. His
No clue.
brain's at 6%.
I'm working. Listen, get up on your next pick, all right?
Next pick, coming from a movie. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, we're going G-Baby and Hardball.
Oh,
That was honestly,
oh my God.
as a little kid, that was a tough one. I don't know how that's going to work out for you in the draft. but
Why not?
I don't know. We'll see.
That
We
kid
were
was-
little kids when that happened, and that was fucking devastating.
Traumatizing.
It was devastating for us. I do remember that one. And you loved that movie.
Oh, fucking great. I'm all about Danny right now because guess what? It wasn't even on my list, and I'm shocked
I know,
it wasn't on my list.
G-Baby,
my list.
It's a
G-Baby
fucking
dying
great pick.
in
Yep.
Hardball.
Yeah.
Right on the heartstrings.
Oh,
It was
wild.
fucking middle of the Chicago projects. The Cucumbers, I believe, is the
Yep,
team name.
yep.
And they're just listening to Biggie and fucking, God
I
damn
can
it.
already hear Chris Mohan going,
saying,
here we go.
It's a great fucking
No,
pick.
that's a great pick. That's Mohan can't say anything yet.
All right. Fitz.
All right. So my second pick, I'm going Artex from the Never Ending Story.
That's a great one. It was on my
Yeah.
list. It was on my list.
The Swamp of Sadness took that fucking horse, and Atreyu sitting there, and he's just like, fight the sadness, Artex, fight the sadness, dude.
Yeah,
that
no,
was
a great pick.
That
Great
was
I love that
devastating
pick.
as
It's
a-
on my
for a little
list,
kid.
not
Have you ever
top
seen
5,
that?
but
Have you
it's
ever
on
seen
my
that thing? It's
list.
on like Instagram somewhere. It's like there's a guy who was, I don't know if he was like a movie set maker or something, who has the head of
The actual
Atreyu.
horse? Oh,
And it's like in his garage, and like you open it up, there's like a 15-foot head of like Atreyu just sitting there, like in
Oh,
the fucking
really?
guy's garage. Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah, good pick.
It's better than G Baby.
not top
all right,
five. That wasn't top 5 for you.
Not top 5 for me.
All right,
Not
and can I
top
also
5.
say this?
Yeah.
The best part is this is not going to be a short show because there's going to be so many honorable mentions on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton.
Yeah,
It might
quite a
end up
few.
being on Patreon, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
we could do honorable.
Yeah.
mentions
All right.
on
Yeah.
Patreon.
Next up for me.
You got 2 back to
Oh,
back.
I got back to back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with number 2, I'm gonna go Eddard Stark from fucking Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Never watched it.
I almost fucking took it when I said TV.
So-
like when I said TV, that was what I was going to take.
Yeah.
That season 1,
Yes.
he's such a main character. You love the whole Starks, right?
Yeah.
That fucking Winter Wonderland you fall in love with.
Yeah.
And there's so many times you're like, get out, leave. Like and they show him he's such a great fucking swordsman.
Yeah.
Wins fights against the greatest, whatever. And then he fucking dies, and you're like, holy shit, they're killing off a main character.
First season.
1.
Yeah.
You're
I think-
fucking blown away. I was
And-
blown away.
Me too.
Blown away.
And
blown away.
you know what was so good about that? It wasn't even the final episode. It was like episode
Yeah.
9.
No, I
Yeah.
think there was like
8 or
2
9.
left or something. Yeah.
where they killed him off, and you were like, no fucking way, he's dead.
Is this
He
fucking
was-
real life?
Borderline, he was the main character of the first season.
100%.
Dude, so we're driving to golf on Friday. I'm driving with Tommy, and he's like, "Yeah, Will just started Game of Thrones, my nephew." And he's like, "It's his favorite guy in the show is Ned Stark."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah."
Good
and then we
luck.
get on the golf course, and I'm like, I bring a subject up. My father's just like, so he's like 4 episodes in. My father just goes, "Ned Stark." I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Like you just got that ruined for you.
yeah.
Did he spoil it?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
By mistake.
Yeah, that was. I
It's a
just
good pick, Danny.
blown
You should
away.
watch those
blown
shows,
away.
dude.
I can't. I tried,
Blown away.
man.
No?
I can't get into the dragon shit. I can't do it.
All right, Ned Stark.
So I went movie, TV. I'm gonna go back to movie /
TV.
real life, but movie. American Sniper.
Dude, I
Whoa,
watched it
here's
today.
my question:
Here- So I had this question too.
Is it
We
fictional
said fictional
deaths?
deaths.
Oh, 'cause
Is it only fictional deaths, or can we use? Because I don't mind
That
going.
changes everything.
does. I don't
That's
know,
fair.
but-
I didn't think of that. I just thought movie.
So here's what I was thinking. Right, because I knew this was going to come up. And
All
when
right.
one of my picks is something like this. I feel like if there was a movie or a book written about it that's mainstream media, even though it's a real person, I think we should allow it.
It's up to you guys. I looked at it as a movie.
As the guest is the one picking, I will allow it.
I feel like we'll allow that, right?
American Sniper.
I watched it
It's a-
today. Great movie.
It's a movie or a piece of media made about a real life.
And he's an American hero.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
and I mean,
he deserves to be in this draft.
And it was not on my list, so I don't give a fuck.
all right.
wasn't on my list. Either.
Talk about fucking sad though.
Yeah. Dude, brutal.
The
Just trying to help
like you
somebody
ju-
out.
It's fucking
Well,
American here.
I'm not gonna bring this one up, even though I know it's, even though I don't think it's on anybody's list, but similar enough to what you said about Omar. It sucks when like a guy who's like such a stud
Gets
meets his
taken out.
demise by like some fucking
Yeah.
zero. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So
Like,
bad.
yeah.
No, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely like tears. Tears.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. There is some debate on how that actually went down, right? I believe.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't think so.
I
I'm
thought
not
it was
sure.
cut and dry. I thought it was
Yeah.
just he was bringing him to the gun range, right?
Yeah,
stolen
that's-
valor.
yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Do that Asian accent again. Take the pressure off me. Go ahead.
Chris Kyle,
Take-
American
yeah.
hero.
All right, Matt, you're up.
All right. So now since we breached that subject, broached the subject, breached it.
Broached, I believe.
I wish we were good at English.
I wish I was wearing a brooch.
I'm gonna take a real life person that was killed in a movie, and I'm gonna go William Wallace.
Okay, that's fine. Here's what I would say about this. How about we go with this?
Yeah.
You get one of those for your 5. The rest have to be fictional.
Okay.
All right, that's
All
fair.
right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
The funny thing is that I forgot that William Wallace was a real person, and I just had him on my list anyway.
So I had it on my list too, and I didn't even realize it either.
So I knew. So that's my only one. That's an actual person that was on my. And I wasn't gonna draft it because I didn't know if that was a caveat
Yeah.
that anyone thought about.
Yeah.
But once we allowed that one, I was like, "Fuck, I'm picking William Wallace."
That's the funniest death. I'm sure it's not on anybody's list. If it is, fucking whatever. I don't know. I'll owe you $100. Is when his father throws his gay lover out the window. Like he just pushes the guy out the window. He's just like, "Oh, what are you doing over there?" Boom. Like you gay guy just dead on the ground. Like I
It's
mean,
like, is he qualified for that position?
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
like,
that
let me
was,
show you something.
That's definitely not flying today. You know what I mean?
No, that was 95, maybe.
Yeah.
They were
Let's
like-
throw this gay guy out
That was
the window
prime time for throwing gays out windows.
and get a laugh. You know?
But William Wallace, right? Dude, that was devastating. His wife got killed, and then he went on this whole entire fucking war, absolute savage war,
Yeah.
to try to avenge his wife's death. He wanted a peaceful life.
Yeah.
He wanted to raise crops and, God willing, a family.
I will say, I just watched it recently again. Have you
Yeah.
watched it recently?
I watch it.
I mean,
Almost
his
every day.
hair is not great in that movie. Like, it's like, dude, it's like, can you get a little better? Like,
Well,
you know what I
they
mean?
were poor as fucking.
No,
in
but I'm
Scotland,
not
dude.
saying it was bad. I'm saying like it looks like he has like almost like a fucking regular haircut. They just glued some fucking shit in the back of his
Straggly
head.
front and a braid in the front.
He literally looks like he works at like Sitco in like fucking in like
His
Everett.
head
You
and
know
hair
what I mean?
looked like the pubes they glued on the kid's face in Jackass.
That was a great bit.
It was a great
Oh, it was
bit.
fucking unbelievable.
Danny.
All right, I'm going another movie. I'm gonna go with. I watch this movie all the time with my mother, but we're gonna go with Mickey from Rocky. Rocky 3, he died,
Mick.
and I'm sorry, yeah, Mickey died, and it was some of the worst crying by Rocky Balboa I've ever seen in my entire life. The guy just can't cry, and I forget the comedian's name, but he does a whole bit on it. I've rewatched it just to watch that scene, and he has no ability to cry at that when his trainer,
Who did Rocky fight in Rocky 3?
Clubber Lang.
This is not a great pick, Danny.
Why not?
I don't
Because
know.
I know, because all right.
Clubber Lang, dude.
I'll take with my next pick. I'll take Apollo Creed. That's the most impactful death in the whole series.
Mickey was way worse. Way worse.
I'll take Apollo Creed. I was gonna take it anyways. I actually thought when you said it, I'm like, oh, he's gonna take Apollo. Now I
Rocky
think.
let him die. He didn't throw the fucking towel in.
Listen,
Controversy.
listen,
I know.
Back to back
I- honestly-
Rocky picks. Uh-oh.
listen.
What
No-
is Facebook gonna say?
No Rocky death was even on my radar.
You're crazy.
Maybe I might be.
You're
Facebook,
crazy.
Facebook will tell the story.
Oh, I know.
I think it's a great pick. It was 1 or 2 for me with him and Apollo. I just felt like I had to be a dick and take Apollo. Actually, I wasn't even going to take it, but just because you did that, I was doing it.
It's good timing. Good timing.
Reactive pick.
Facebook will tell.
Reactive
Was
pick.
he on your top 5? Apollo?
No, but he was in my top 15.
Okay.
He's in my top 15.
All right, you got one more.
No. Who does?
I do. I get back to back.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This is one of my favorite ones. Like, I think I probably would have taken it if I knew that you three all 10-cent heads, so I knew I could get away with doing this. And I still might not win this draft, but I just think this is, I should get points for creativity here.
Okay.
On Edna in fucking Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
In Vacation.
Yeah.
When she dies and they gotta strap her to the fucking roof. I mean, it just lends a whole different storyline to the whole thing. There's not a lot of deaths in comedy movies at all.
I'd go out on a limb and say that the dog being tied to the bumper was worse than Aunt Edna.
That might be. But I'll take Aunt Edna just strapped to that chair at the top of the fucking thing. I think that's a great one. I'm bummed that we're already motoring through this fucking thing, by the way.
I mean, yeah, we're
What is
cruising.
it? Fourth round right now?
We're cruising.
Yeah. You're up.
All right, I got a couple.
What is happening? Okay. By the way, if you can't hear at home, my daughter is practicing her serve
I bet it's not
in
coming
a
through.
2,000 square foot backyard.
I've been here for an hour and she's played 4 different sports.
Hey, that's a good. It's like I said to Mark Fitz. If you're gonna break a window, you might as well do it playing a sport. I'll forgive that.
Absolutely. We all did it as kids.
Yeah. All right, Danny.
All right, I'm gonna go cartoon here. Kenny from South Park.
Every
episode he died, dude.
There you go.
That's a fucking great one.
That's
It
a
is.
fucking great
It's a
pick.
good pick.
Every
It's a
fucking
good pick.
episode.
Oh
It's a good pick.
Whoa.
That is a. You know what?
It's
I'll
better.
give you your flowers there. I think that's a great
First
one.
impression that actually hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing more impactful than every half-hour episode he just croaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kicks
I
the
wanted to
bucket.
do. Well, I'll say it afterwards. Go ahead. We'll finish.
All right, it's me.
I was trying to find any Asian who died in the movie just so I could get the age of the accent. Now that
So what do I have so far?
you have
Omar.
Omar, Artex, and William Wallace. You get
Okay.
2 more.
Yep, I got 2 more. Man, no books so far. You
Yeah,
guys,
because nobody reads books.
you guys,
You think that people listen?
You guys don't
All right,
read?
here's the thing.
36 years.
Just like Panuzzo wonders why these people don't join the Success Lift. People don't work out and they don't read books.
Damn.
Feel free.
Go ahead, lose the draft.
All right, I'm gonna go with Brooks
Oh, good call.
from Shawshank Redemption.
He was on the list.
Yeah.
He got out. He was obviously institutionalized. Had a pet crow, and fed him grubs and shit in the joint.
And shit.
And his life was jail. His
Yeah.
life was jail. So he got out and he's fucking working bagging
Grocery store.
groceries for some little twerp who was like, "You don't have to ask me to go piss, just go piss." And he's like, "Dude, I'm institutionalized. Don't fucking
Yeah.
talk bad to me." Like Brooks had respect in the
yeah.
joint. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Pulling the heartstrings right now.
He had respect in the joint. Then he gets out and these little fucks are fucking with him at Stop and Shop, you know?
Fuck him.
And then he
Definitely
walked
wasn't
up.
Stop and Shop.
He went, listen, he went and he's like, "Oh, fucking automobiles, they're everywhere." And then he hung himself. and he said Brooks was here.
Now-
and then so
If
was
you guys
Red.
will-
And then you thought Red was going to kill himself.
Yeah.
That would have been
Oh, dude,
devastating.
terrible.
If you were to look above your shoulder up there,
Yeah.
you'll see that my buddy Adam Dennison, who I called one of the most depressing people I've ever met.
Wow.
I was like, I drew this up here so when you hang yourself in this garage, it was here. So Denlube was here.
Definitely.
That's a great one.
It's a great pick.
Great
Yeah, great movie.
Let's do a couple. Let's do a
great
couple
movie.
quick ads right now and wedge them in. Danny, why you do Bellas?
Bella's 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover. As we know, they just won Beef Madness. They don't lose their fastball. Get up there, say hello to Harry and Sandra. BellasNA.com stands for North Andover, not Narcotics Anonymous, as we know. Get up there, say what up to them, and get yourself the best beef in the land.
All right, let's go with the Success Lift because I was just giving it a little heat. Now listen, take a guy like Bob C, who's actually invested his time into the Success Lift. He's fucking ripped right now. All right,
Dialed in.
dialed in, looks fucking unbelievable. Brian's going to give you a custom plan. He just updated workout plans.
Workouts, yep.
You're going to meet a group. We all chat it up. It's $100 a month. Like I said, if in 6 months you were like, if today somebody's like, give me $600, you're going to be 25 pounds less. Would you do it? Of course you would.
Right.
Doesn't make, like you get a 10-cent head if you don't think you'll be doing that. So if you want to join that group, you can join us in it. Brian does know what the fuck he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He actually also sponsored Reveal Little League. Why, we don't know. But Al guilted him into it, apparently. But really, legitimately, like, he'll answer your questions. He'll do everything. And he'll give you, like, an idea of, like, what you
Zoom
want
calls.
to be doing. Zoom calls,
Yeah,
everything, right?
Everything.
Misguided Spirits, back in black to support the show. Literally the best fucking booze that you can get. You can black out on it. I say it all the time. They're doing big things. You order all this stuff at misguidedspirits.com. You can get this stuff sent to your house. But we're going to get a ton of bottles for the golf tournament.
Yep.
And we got some big plans for them. They're the best. Misguidedspirits.com. Check out Pope of Party on Instagram. That's James's. Big Bad James. That's his thing. So check them out. And then Ben Franklin Print Company. I mean, listen, we just got the logo for the new for the tournament this year.
That
How
looks
sick
sick,
is
dude.
it?
So sick.
It's awesome.
Yeah, he's the best. BenFranklinPrintCo.com. Tommy or Corky, you get 10% off of everything you got there. And then lastly, Tedco. Better construction process. You're getting free estimates. TedcoCM.com. Fitzy's getting his sick fucking
House
addition done.
renovated right now.
Yeah. So, anyways, that covers sponsors. All right. So now you get back-to-backs, Mark Fitz.
All right, back to back. My family's a huge Harry Potter family,
Okay.
so I can't have a top 5 without a death from Harry Potter. And I'm going to have to go Sirius Black. Harry Potter, orphan, raised by 2 fucking scumbags. And, it's, you know,
They were, dude, they're ever 2 bigger pieces of shit than his parents.
The worst. The worst.
The fucking Dursleys, dude.
Yeah, the worst. The cousin, the worst. So,
Dudley.
all of a sudden, you know, he finds hope in his, finds out he's his godfather,
Yeah.
all this. They were best friends
Yeah.
with his father, James, and all that. And then fucking, I think the very next, dead.
Yeah.
And it was just shocking to me. It was sad.
Who
you
killed
know?
him?
Either
Bellatrix?
Bellatrix or
Yeah, I think it was
Bellatrix.
Bellatrix is a sick name, by the way.
Sick
Yeah.
name.
Sounds like a DJ.
Bellatrix was a sad.
Just Bellatrix is out tonight.
You know who that is? That's
Savage.
Take some fucking Molly and go to that.
what's the director's name who did Nightmare Before Christmas? His wife.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, what's his wife's name?
I don't know.
Bellatrix is his wife.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that
okay.
one,
All right.
that one hit home. Very sad. And with the final pick, I'm gonna go recent. So
Like last week?
no, but has everyone seen The Penguin?
Yes.
Yeah. I know you're taking
Victor in the last fucking episode. You think
Dude,
this
that was a
kid-
heartbreaker.
dude, fucking brutal.
Brutal.
Penguin, you haven't seen it? Go fucking watch it. Great
awesome.
show.
It's
Great,
awesome.
I can't wait. Like, unbelievable.
Oh, it's so
You're
good.
sucked in. It's basically like a mafia show.
Dude,
It's not a comic book show.
Here-
No,
It's a,
all
mo-
right,
it's
it's
a mafia
basically-
show.
If you
Here's
take the
show.
penguin word out of it,
Sopranos.
it's fucking.
Yeah.
dude, like, and that show's so good that when somebody says, like, I'm just starting it, I'm like, I'm fucking so jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
I'd
mean?
love to go back and erase it and start it all over again.
Dude, me and Tommy watched a lot of shows together. That was one of the ones we did together. It was so fucking good, dude. It was
Unbelievable.
So good. Yeah.
And Victor was his right, like, you know, again, another kid fucking loses his parents, like fucking.
Yeah, here's my only question on the Penguin, and I love the Penguin. I think it's fucking awesome. Who's Batman's just not doing shit at that point? He's just like fucking jerking off all the time. Like, where's Batman? You know what I mean? Like, nobody even mentioned him in the whole show. It's like, wasn't it like he was around? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is he taking a
guy
fucking
lived in
little
Gotham.
Yeah.
vacation? Like,
This
Yeah.
might have been like Penguin's rise to criminal. You know what I
I
mean?
know
And
that
then-
is, but I'm saying
Yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody
You
should have been
didn't
like,
see
oh,
him
that
at all,
fucking.
yeah.
I know they give him the little nod at the end, right?
Yeah.
Like the last thing. But shouldn't somebody be like that fucking psychopath, with that Batman costume, you know, pain in the ass. Seems like Batman's just more of a pain in the neck than he is like a fucking real dude. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's a little fucking scrub in his suit, you know?
So I'll tell you my story with Penguin, the show.
Okay.
I watched the first episode and I was like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
I was pumped, right? And whoever shares my Max account was on the last episode.
Oh no.
So I hit continue
Ah.
and I watched the finale
No.
Shut the fuck up.
next. So I've only seen episode 1 and 10.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
That ruined 10 for you probably.
Yeah.
That's,
Ruined the whole
that's
show for me.
fucking
I'm not
brutal.
going. I already know what happened. I'm not going back.
Oh,
I still would go
what's the
back.
chick's
It's so
name,
good.
though?
What's
the sister?
Yeah, the sister.
Yeah.
yeah, I forget her
She's a
name.
badass.
cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so yeah, that I
like
gotta
that.
go
It's a good
recent.
pick.
I mean that
I
was
like it.
shocking.
Yeah.
So that's it. That is top
All right,
5.
Fitz. I can't believe we went a 5. Which this could have been a 10.
Yeah.
It could have been a 10.
Might be a 10. Go ahead.
I'm going Thomas J.
Fuck yes.
Fuck!
I had that on here too.
There
Fuck!
you
That
go.
was my finale.
My
From
girl.
My Girl.
I had that on here.
Right?
Yep.
Can't see without his glasses.
Can't see without his glasses.
To my
dude.
point of
The mood ring.
a dog or a kid. That is, I mean, because like I said, like, you know, there's nothing sadder in the world than somebody loses a child. Like, that's just it's the absolute fucking, like, it's
Yeah,
the
like you
one
said,
thing that you ever don't want to ever know anybody who has to experience it.
No
Yes.
parent should bury a kid.
It
Yep.
is,
Kid should bury a parent.
yeah, especially like a freak accident type of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, it's just fucking horrifying.
Awful.
That may be like, that will never not make me cry.
yeah.
Because, like you said, kids and pets are
Not a pussy, but-
completely innocent. Just
Yeah.
complete
Yes.
innocence.
Yeah.
There's no malicious bone in a kid or a pet's body. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Even though
Except cats.
me and Mark are allergic to dogs and cats, so
Yeah,
fuck
cats
them
can kind of
as
fuck
well.
off though. I mean, I don't mind if somebody
But-
kills a cat.
Yeah, Thomas J.
A
dying,
bad cat, not a good cat.
and then fucking Veda Sultan Puss, whatever her name was.
Theta.
Poor girl, dude. Poor girl.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
Danny,
pick,
last
good
pick.
Ah, this is tough, man. This is tough, but I'm gonna go with Lieutenant Kenny Shea from Rescue Me. No fucking love on these picks.
Here we go, Danny.
It's a great fucking pick. Are you guys kidding me?
I love Rescue Me.
Rescue Me's a great show.
I'm busting your balls. I'm a Rescue Me
I
stan.
fucking dude.
I couldn't pick out Kenny Shea in
What?
a lineup. I have no idea. I
Yeah.
know Lenny Clark. I know fucking
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary.
He's the lieutenant. He's like one of the main characters.
Yeah, I don't know.
He,
I got like 5 great ones still.
I
Yeah,
do too.
Me too. I got.
Do we want to go 8?
Let's do 8.
You want to do 8?
Go ahead. Go. We can do 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
let's
right.
do 8.
Let's do 8.
No love for Kenny Shea. I'm fucking heated right now. Fucking so mad. That guy, dude, I watched.
Mohan has entered the chat.
When I saw him die, I was like hurt. That one hurt me.
I don't
There you
even
go.
All right.
remember him
Listen,
from the
I
show.
am going to defend you in one thing here.
Yeah.
Because I have been the loser of every draft, basically ever. I think I won like a draft like in like 3 years ago. I think I won 1 draft, right? And I've always been a stick to my guns guy. Like, I'm just gonna go with what I really think, right? That said, like, what impacts you, like somebody else just didn't see.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'm not laughing because
No,
it
I
wasn't
know.
a good pick. I'm laughing because I can picture Mohan ragging, but it's what meant to you.
Yeah.
It hit you.
Again,
it
I'm
shocked
not-
you. That's it.
Same thing. I'm not saying it's a bad pick, but I don't know.
I
Thinking
just can't
back
speak
to
on
the
it.
show, I don't remember Kenny Shea.
So
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
I just realized I have 2 Kennys in my draft now. Bad day to pick Kenny.
All right, so we're going 8. So I get 5 and 6, and then I pick the last 2, right?
Yeah.
All right. Because we're going to 8. Tommy and Goodfellas. I think it's an unbelievable death. I think it's like they all think he's getting made, and it's like fucking boom, like he's just fucking done. And then the whole movie just goes fucking off the rails from that point. So I'm going Tommy Goodfellas.
Who was Tommy? Pesci?
Yeah, Pesci.
Yeah. So
yeah.
the bats in the cornfield.
Yeah. When they think he's
No,
getting
that was
made.
Casino.
Those two guys, I get mixed up on those two.
He
so
walks
bad.
into the house and he gets blasted.
Yeah, he walks to the house. He thinks he's getting made. And they fucking put
Fun
one
fact,
in
one of the
because
guys-
of Bobby Bats. I mean, Billy Bats. Billy Bats.
One of the guys behind him when he gets shot is Scorsese's father.
Really?
Really.
Guy to the left. So both of his parents were in Goodfellas.
It was not Lieutenant Kenny Shea from.
It was not Lieutenant Kenny Shea.
All right. This one, now look, I think this is impactful. For me, I enjoy it. There's probably a better pick in this one, but this is once again where I'm going to do a Danny. I'm going to sabotage myself. Does anybody know what Khartoum is?
No,
The name of Khartoum.
no.
Khartoum is the horse, the prize horse of the Hollywood director in The Godfather. And they cut his head off and they fucking stick it in the fucking bed. I'm going Khartoum from fucking Godfather.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yeah, will that sink me? I told you I had a strong 5. I just went too deep. I just went too deep. Sorry, we're going back to 5. Tommy the Goodfellas, we're done. No, I'm just kidding.
Cut the whole show.
All right, hold on. All right, go ahead. You're up, Danny.
All right, so I'm gonna go with. I mean, we're gonna do 8, so I can say them. I guess. But
Yeah.
how about Gus Fring, Breaking Bad?
Great one.
Gustavo.
Fucking great one.
Yeah.
Gus Fring. That guy
So,
was a fucking
He was a badass.
badass.
And
Yeah.
then they blew his whole entire half of face.
It was awesome.
It was Gus Fring's a sick one.
There's, by the way, there's
So I
so
wasn't-
many good
but-
deaths in that and Saul. There's so many good deaths.
So many good ones.
I never saw.
now- Dude,
You ever seen Better Call Saul?
You gotta watch Saul. Yeah, honestly. you
Tommy's
gotta-
favorite
you haven't
show-
seen it either?
Nah.
You
That's
gotta
Tommy's
watch it.
favorite show of all time. He's watched it 5
I'd-
times, the entire thing.
I'd venture to say it's better than fucking.
Tommy thinks it's better.
Someone else said that
Tommy
too.
thinks it's
Really?
better.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, it's probably not. I think Breaking Bad was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul was sick.
I gotta try. I gotta.
You should watch it. It's over, so you might as well just fucking
Binge
go
it?
and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Binge.
Gus.
Binge.
So Gus Fring for me wasn't sad because he was a prick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was very
Impactful.
impactful.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking serious
Yeah.
death in that show. I'm up.
Yep.
Gustavo. Los Hermanos chicken.
Lieutenant Kenny Shea is off the board, by the way. Just wanna let you know that.
Fuck.
I'm gonna rewatch.
So is the horse from The Godfather,
Yeah.
though, in fairness.
All right, so I'm gonna go Jack Dawson from Titanic.
Fuck that guy.
Really?
Yeah. I
Why,
mean,
dude?
well, I'll
He
tell you
seems
why.
like he should be right up your alley.
I mean, yeah.
He
'cause-
won tickets.
Yeah, he's a poor prick.
He's a poor prick. He won tickets. Right?
Gets the rich girl.
Hooks up with the
Yeah.
charismatic, just rizzes this rich
I think
chick.
that movie stinks.
Really?
See, I don't think it stinks.
I think it's a great movie.
Not a fan of it.
And I like Jack Dawson. And it's even worse because fucking Kate Winslet wouldn't move off the fucking door
Yeah.
and get him out of
Plenty
the
of
water.
room.
He could have fucking survived.
Yeah.
Plenty of
I
them.
think he was already in that water. He was done.
I don't know, dude. She
No
she
chance.
lived.
He had
She's
no
selfish. She had a nice life for herself.
She had
Yeah.
a dress on.
Yeah.
Soaked, right? I've been watching a lot of Deadliest Catch. You getting in that water, right? You get in that water and you got like fucking 60 seconds.
Yeah.
She should have been dead too, right? And then she had the heart of the ocean for the whole entire time, and then she just tossed it overboard when that
She
fucking
stinks.
loser was looking for the diamond.
Come about.
It's a great take.
That
Great
loser.
take. Great take.
All right, you go back to back again.
All right, back to back. I'm gonna go Danny's boy, Denzel Washington. Let's
go.
Man on Fire.
Oh, you just fucking might have won the draft. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's one of my favorite movies, and yeah, you just hold out hope. Again, it's like character arc. The fucking guy, alcoholic, depressed, fucking doesn't even want to live, and that little girl,
Dude.
saves his life by giving up his own.
I'm getting chills right now. When he goes on the killing spree, it's
Oh.
like, dude, let's fucking go. Like,
It's unbelievable.
it's like the John Wick of more serious movies. Like,
And that's one where you're like holding out hope. Like there's no way they really kill him off. Again,
Yeah.
you're holding
Yeah.
out that he
Then he
goes
goes to
in there as a
bridge.
badass
Yeah.
and fucking kills them all
Yeah.
and comes back and fucking adopts her and
yeah,
and then you sit there and you're shocked. You're like, what the fuck?
movie's
You know?
so good.
Yeah, wicked good movie. That was number 6?
I think so, right?
6, and then I got 7.
Yeah. And then you come back on the 8.
7. I'm gonna do another Harry Potter, Dobby, the little elf.
Oh, Dobby. I think Dobby's better than Sirius Black.
You know, so a lot of people, obviously, like Brendan said, this has sparked more conversation in the last fucking week. So
Yeah.
I've asked a
Yeah.
million people, and when it comes to Harry Potter, Dobby was the
Dobby-
number one.
Dobby's
For
number
me,
one.
Sirius Snape was more impactful. You know,
Sirius
so-
Black, yeah.
Sirius Black,
Do-
yeah.
Dobby saved Harry so many times.
I'm just dying laughing. There's two giant men in my garage right now being like, for me, Sirius Snape was more impactful, but Dobby just saved Harry's ass. like the two brothers in fucking tears over here.
What does he say all the time? We're the two biggest nerds. Video games, fucking Harry Potter. I'll put a cloak on right now.
Yeah, me too. Where's my sword?
So yeah, Dobby, killer.
Dobby's
Crying right now.
Dobby's-
I'm crying
Dobby's
laughing.
honestly a great one.
That's like, you ever see the two guys that are arguing if the Wicked Witch of the East was a real witch? Never saw that?
No.
Oh, it's fucking, he's like, what do you call her? The Wicked Witch of the West, bro. It's just two men. Oh, it's fucking great.
That's it. That's 6 and 7.
Matthew Fitz.
You got one more?
Yeah, he comes back around.
All right, so I'm gonna take what you took. Who'd you take from Game of Thrones?
Ned Stark.
Yeah.
You took Ned, right? And now Ned was the one who set off like the trend of fucking main characters getting killed. I think the more impactful one was the Red Wedding, when Robb Stark got killed and betrayed at the Red Wedding.
I don't disagree with you. Again, for me, more
But
impactful
I agree with you. I agree-
that first season.
I agree just because you weren't. By the time that happens, you're thinking like, well, we've
We've
seen
figured out.
them do this stuff like this before.
Yeah.
But that first one, you're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
This guy's
Yeah.
the best part of the show.
But
Yeah.
by the time the Red Wedding happened, we figured out who like the sides were. You didn't expect them
No,
to
I
be
agree with that.
betrayed.
No, I think it's a good pick.
Like-
Yeah.
We're late right now. We're late in the
It
round.
is. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
a great pick.
All right, Robb
one
Stark.
of the best episodes.
Go ahead.
Up for it. This is my era movie. This one might get Mohan to fucking.
Here we go.
This one might
Day
get him.
Days kids.
No, this fucking kid.
Baby.
It's a Robin Williams movie, and it's Rufio from Hook.
Oh,
Great one.
That's actually a great
That's
one.
actually a
That-
great one.
Rufio.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite movies all time.
Yeah.
Mark used to cut a mohawk and dye it red when he was a little kid. He was like,
that
he'd be-
true?
Yeah, dude. He'd be sliding down the banister, yelling, "Rufio!"
Wild.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
he got
unbelievable.
shanked up, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That one hurt me. That one hurt my fucking
Yeah, that
heart.
was
It
tough.
was a terrible one.
Yeah.
Terrible
Dude,
one.
that movie is great.
It is.
Terrible one.
All right, so
You're doing it, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got back to back, and then I'm done. All right, give me Wallace from The Wire.
Wallace is a good one.
Wallace is
Yeah.
a late. That's a good value pick right
That's a
there.
good.
Great.
Yeah,
Good
it's a
value
good pick.
Where's Wallace?
That's a great
Yeah.
pick.
Where's Wallace?
Michael B. Jordan, first on the scene, like didn't know he was gonna be a fucking huge star.
I know.
By
Was
the way,
he-
how much HGH has he done? Like the guy was built
he's
like
a,
fucking.
He's a monster.
dude.
Yeah.
He was built
Was
like
he
a
in
rail.
hardball?
He was.
He was in
He
hardball.
was.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take another great late one. I can't believe it didn't go off the board earlier. Bubba and Forrest Gump. Dies Vietnam.
Yep.
Then goes on to create Bubba Gum Company.
Yeah, yeah.
A great one.
Then Forrest pays out his mother.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
banged his mother too. A lot of people didn't know that. That's in the extra part
That's
of
in
the
the-
movie.
yeah, it's in the
That's
bonus scenes.
That's in the director's cut.
That's on Patreon.
All right,
Also-
Danny. You
All
got
right.
one more.
Last pick.
Why do we only have 6 for you?
I don't know. And I'm deleting them as I'm going. So like now I don't even remember what they
I
are.
did.
I'll listen back. I'll listen back.
This one I thought of the way over. Great movie. Haven't seen it recently. Maggie Fitzgerald, $1 Million Baby.
So my father actually said to me on the golf course yesterday, that's the fucking.
Maggie Fitzgerald. She won an Oscar, I think, for that movie. She killed
Oh
it.
yeah.
That movie was great.
I'll tell you right
It was
now,
a good movie.
that might be one of the most depressing movies there ever is.
Oh,
It's right
terrible.
there.
Like, have you? I don't know. So, like I said, like I try to stay away from movies that are like wicked old because I'm old. But like in some of these movies I would watch, like when we were kids, we didn't have any on-demand shit. So it was like whatever your parents had on 56 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Sophie's Choice, where it's like she has to choose between which one of her kids is gonna die, like in the fucking Nazi Germany. I mean, not a pick me up movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
nobody's beating off of that. Like if they are though, they're probably a pretty bad person. I would say, you know.
I'm up. All right. So if anyone watches The Last of Us, put your earmuffs on right now because this
Everybody
is a fucking.
knows it's already on
This
the
is
internet.
a
Dude,
this is a spoiler alert.
I'm gonna say this
On
right
my
now.
list.
My guy Tom Collins, who I love, who's a cornhole guy, goes, "No Joel." The other day, I'm like, bro. Like, not everybody's caught up on the show. Now, I already
Yeah,
knew
dude.
Tommy had told me this because he played the game.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking just blast that on fucking Facebook. Like,
I know. Don't be a spoiler guy.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm taking John Coffey from the Green Mile.
That's a good
No,
one.
good one.
wait, so you didn't take that?
I didn't take Joel.
Wow.
I just wanted to spoil.
What a fucking rant.
spoil.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
That was on my
everything for
list. That
everyone.
could have been my last pick. Another
So
recent one.
John Coffey basically plays God.
Yeah.
In the Green Mile because he saves all those guys that have.
I think it's a great
fucking-
pick.
What a terrible person. What's that guy's name? He fucking doesn't dunk the sponge.
Hitler?
Yeah, he's pretty bad too. John Coffey he basically played God
Yeah.
in that movie, and when he died, it was fucking sad because he died trying to take the pain away from everyone else.
Yeah.
Fucking legend.
Good
Love it.
guy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do honorable mentions on the fucking. On
Yeah,
the
there-
Patreon.
there's so
I got so many.
There's
yeah.
so many. I want to just
Yeah.
ramble off.
I know, but we're gonna wait for Patreon.
Yeah.
By the way, join the Patreon. Also, by the way, do you know the last two people that were on the show? Well, Josh has been the Patreon forever. Will Noonan and New England Dad are in the Patreon.
Joined.
These
yeah,
guys
right
are
after.
fucking like
Yeah.
cock of the walk.
Yeah.
Big time, you know what I mean? And they're like, I gotta
Cat's
hear,
ass.
I gotta hear what 50's hardcore take is on like roast beef sandwiches after.
It's great content.
Yeah.
Not to throw them under the bus, but fucking Matt Crime and Tom Tolan, two of the biggest fucking corkers on Facebook, Diamonds and Flames.
Not Patrons.
Patreon. And so
$5 a month, boys.
I'm in the truck and I put on Patreon and they're like, oh shit, I wanted to know this one. Go back to episode 69. And I'm like, bud, fucking pay for it.
Drop a fucking finna.
Drop a $5 is all it costs.
$5.
Cup of coffee.
Let's
By the way,
go.
I can't promise you now at this point, when we first started, I just want to be clear. There's like all these like things to the tier, like of like what you get, like a t-shirt a year and all this stuff. I don't know where we're at with any of that shit, who joined when and all this stuff.
Yeah, it's
if you
tough.
need a t-shirt, I'm getting 50 extra made, I think, for the golf tournament. So like if you're out on a t-shirt, you're not gonna make that, I'm sure I can get one for you. This year, by the way, I'm only ordering fucking doubles, XLs, and large. I'll tell you why. Last year, we had a fair amount of women playing it. And men who were like, I'm a large. And they got there, they're like, I think I'm more of an XL. I'm like, yeah, you are, you fat fuck. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Like about you. You know,
Yeah,
you piece of shit.
I'd say the same.
You should join
No-
the successful
No
Tubby.
mediums.
Dude,
Yeah.
no mediums. Dude, look over there. Like, now this is bad radio, but that pile of t-shirts is like basically going to be on a Ghana. Like, so like kids can wear pull the core classic shirts. All right, you got the last one, right?
All right, last pick. Let's see here on my list. I'm gonna go. Why are you laughing already?
No, I was thinking about Day Day's kids.
If it's one more, if it's another Harry
all right,
Potter
so
one, I'm gonna be.
that's what I mean. The same thing
Severus
as Game
Snape.
of Thrones. There's 7 in Harry Potter.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
ramble
yeah,
off,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Into the Wild. Emil Hirsch.
I fucking love this one. This is a great one.
You know, I mean,
What is this? That's the Krakauer book?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good.
It is a true story, but I'm going to give it to you because you
Oh,
came up with this
all right,
idea.
thanks.
No, I'm
Yeah,
giving it to you. I'm giving it
I
to you.
It's outside
appreciate
of
all
the
the.
stuff.
I
Yeah,
love that movie,
yeah.
by the way. That movie's
Yeah,
great.
it's a
I
good
mean,
one.
again, it's just it hit home.
So it's a book. John Krakauer.
Oh, it's
wrote
so
the book.
good.
It's
Yeah.
a very good. It's a true story about
True
this guy
story.
who goes in, and then did he get eaten by a bear? and
No,
he
no,
just
he
died
ended
out
up
in the
eating like
wild?
berries and like
yeah,
he fucking like got like
he was
poisoned himself
he was
basically.
fucking in
I think
shit shape
Yeah,
anyway.
retarded.
But yeah, I
He
mean,
had
he
a
was
mental-
skin
I
and
think he had
bone.
mental issues too.
You think so,
Yeah,
doctor?
I think Panuzzo gave him a diet plan.
All right. Listen, I'm going to call out the next one when Mark Fitz is returning, by the way. We're very glad to have you on. I want to go
Thank
best
you.
movie fights. The next one.
Okay.
I like it.
I think that's a fucking good one.
Well,
I think this actually opened my eyes up a little bit to like drafts.
Yeah,
When's the last time we did a draft?
it's been a while.
Cereal or video games, maybe.
Yeah, Mohan's always good for a draft. Serial was a good one. Cartoons we did with him too. Video games was with
No,
Mohan.
that was with Mohan. Mohan.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's
Mohan
like
I
the
mean,
draft
what the
king.
fuck? Mohan's
monopolized-
stealing the
but
show. Huh?
He's the one who brought these up. Like
Yeah.
people got to reach out and just fucking send them
Yeah,
out there.
we didn't want to. We started getting so draft heavy at one point that I'm
Yeah.
like, let's not just be like a draft show.
No, of
you know
course
what I mean?
not. Yeah.
But dude, they're so good for like when you're like, I got nothing this week. You know what I mean? Like, let's draft fucking, best zoo animals. You know?
Like I said, this wasn't technically an original idea. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Mike and Shauna, shout out baby Mel, soon to be. They brought it up at like a fire pit up the lake.
Yeah.
last year.
Okay.
And it made you think, and it made you, then you
It's a great one.
conversation with
It's
fucking,
a great one, yeah.
co-workers,
Yeah,
family.
yeah,
so
dude.
it just opened it up. I thought it was a great
All right, you want me to
topic.
read off the results?
Sure.
Go for it.
I can't read my own writing a lot of times. But these, I'm just gonna be honest with you. The field notes, which this is, it's pretty small. You know?
Sick ledger.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I can't read this. All right, we'll
recap it after.
We'll
Yeah.
recap it afterwards.
Voicemails?
Yeah, we have voicemails. Go on.
Hey, Evan left one, I think, when we started. I don't know if that's feasible.
I can look and see if I can do it.
Okay.
Now, how's this for Patreon? Because it's very vile.
Fellas, what's happening? Fucking great show last week. Nothing like a good shit show. Fucking to make me laugh. Something near and dear to my heart. Well, I just happened to see this on Instagram. Fucking Molly and Me. Worst movie ever. I fucking shut it off, dude. Come on. The fucking dog guys. I like dogs more than I like people. And if you're talking fucking TV shows, another tearjerker that I'll never watch again, he doesn't die, but the last episode of Alf, when he's trying to go back to Melmac, and they fucking pull up, and he's finally going home, and then the fucking FBI or whoever the fuck, the Men in Black come, and they capture him. Oh my God. Little Clarky sitting on his couch, eating fucking Doritos, just fucking crying, thinking what happened to Alf. Just fucking makes me tear up now just talking about it. Anyways, I've started to stretch and practice so I can dominate the links in the fucking pulling the cork fucking golf tournament. I can't wait. All right, fellas. I love you guys. Go fucking Vegas Knights. Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
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 Legend.
Yo, it's your man Adam Jumptown. Listen, guys, wanted to hit you off with this conspiracy theory.
For no reason.
Hold on tight. Don't walk away and go move no cars, nothing like that. Don't go start nothing. All right? Remember not too long ago, and this ties to a lot of people who listen to this podcast, because there's a lot of people who's addicted to gambling here. A lot of people addicted to betting are a part of this podcast right here. And this is for you guys. But this is also Conspiracy Theory 101. You just got to listen to the things around you, formulate your own opinion, make up your own mind. I'll get to the point. Here it is. Remember, they were trying to limit how much you could spend on bending. And not bending, I mean betting. All right? Not bending over like your sister's ass. Betting. Well, how could they monitor the betting, right? I'm going to take you back to the game Fruit Ninja. Do you remember Fruit Ninja?
Great.
I do. The swiping, the left, the right on the screen, the sliding, the tapping, okay? The technologies. In the food and beverage business, there's technologies that follow the retina, that study the eye movement of where you're looking on the menu to locate and price items.
I feel like I'm so
better.
high.
What is happening?
Right? So take all of this into consideration with what I'm saying, and now go to a slot machine. You're sitting down in the slot machine, it's spinning, you're looking at it, you're touching it, but even before you even touch it, you even get near it, the screen is already recognizing your face. They already got you walking in the building, right? But now they got you directly in front of the machine. The machine reads your face and says, "This is Bill Smith." No, he does not have the funds to be gambling. He's been gambling away his life savings and retirement the last 6 months, going through a divorce. Do not let him spend money on this machine, and the machine all of a sudden doesn't work. This is the future of America. Hold your tits tight. The man out of jump down. The quality a little extra high.
Let me just tell you this right now.
Wow.
Casinos don't give a fuck if you're about to fucking
it
go
was-
into bankruptcy.
No, so it was a roundabout way to get to it, but there's a law on the books going forward in Massachusetts about restricting gambling,
Yeah, that's good.
sports betting. So they're gonna be like, you spent way too much this month on DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever.
That's
you
probably
reach your
great
limit.
for a guy like me.
Probably not, dude. Let people fucking live their life.
Actually, it's great for my
If you
family.
If you lose if you lose your house on betting, right, and become homeless, it's not fucking Massachusetts' fault.
No.
It's not federal government's fault.
Right.
It's
I
your
agree.
fault.
All right, we got Evan. I found it.
All right.
You don't want to listen to it?
Yeah, I just want to talk about fucking governmental
Oversight?
overseas. Yeah.
The overlords?
Yeah. All right, Evan, what do you got?
Oh, what is happening here?
Default
Fuck.
output device.
It's not working like we want it to.
Not coming through the cans.
You might be able to put the mic over there and you know, like that.
How will we do this? We're gonna have to save that for next week. You know, start the show. Start the show with Evan next week.
Okay.
How do you like that?
Roger.
I can read it right now, but I don't want to. Yeah, we'll do that for next week.
Yeah, it's fine.
And we got a voicemail to start the next one. A great one from Al. Oh, like we said, join the Patreon. $5 a month. You get early intro to anything we're doing for events and all that shit
There's a voicemail that can't be played on this show. That's going to be played on
on the next show.
Patreon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he basically was like, "This is a Patreon fucking."
yeah, he's
voicemail.
like, don't play this on the real show.
Yeah, yeah.
Join Patreon.
It's coming out of the closet. It's
$5.
Wild. All right, listen, Mark Fitz, we had a blast.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna
for
be here
having
for
me.
a little bit more.
Thanks
We'll do a
for
little Patreon.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think I've laughed that hard in a while.
was good.
Yeah,
That was unbelievable.
That's some good picks.
I had a great time.
Great picks,
Watch
dude.
fucking
we got
Rescue Me, by the way, and like someone help me out here.
Dude, Rescue Me.
Kenny.
All right, here's my thing on Rescue Me, and I'll just do it real quick. I loved Rescue Me. I think it was my first favorite, like 3 seasons of a show.
Yeah.
It got a little like,
The writing was
yeah. It started getting a little like, well, I mean, they're just trying to get more seasons in. I get it, but like, first 3 seasons are fucking unbelievable.
Right.
Like, Dennis Leary, like firefighters in New York. They like do a couple things that are wild, like where like his brother becomes a different person like in the next season, like because they couldn't get the guy back for it's the guy from the Geico commercials.
Yes.
Who's like, you know, he's like, if you had a bad day and you got hit by a car, like, you know, it's that guy. All right, so we'll do Patreon, and yeah, we'll review some ones that weren't mentioned that I have on my list. You guys have on your
Yeah.
list, and yeah, awesome. Thank you, everybody. Listen, if you want to get in the golf tournament, it's out there. I think there's 2 groups.
We're right on the money at 1:30 right now.
Yeah, it's great.
Fucking sick.
perfect-
We got it down to a
it's like
science.
perfect
We
What
have
timing?
perfectly like
Yep.
nailed
What
this thing.
timing?
Yeah. Patreon's gonna be 3 minutes. So guy signs up for Patreon. He's like, "This is 3 minutes."
Listens to
Usually
Al's
it's like-
voicemail and
you
then
guys,
we cut
yeah,
off.
average Patreon usually is like 40, 30, 40.
Yeah.
But we've been going like an hour sometimes. Listen, we just have a good time with it. So it's like, you
Yeah.
know, what are we gonna do? All right, cool. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.